Hey everybody! You don't hear me all right? Testing microphone. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's a fabulous day today. Let's see, what song?
Twerpy Tunes said.
Oh, let's not do it to where it says. Okay. 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 We are getting ready for some Project Amaranth streaming. I'm setting up my programs. Let's see. I haven't even taken off my shoes yet. I just got back in the door from dropping off my laptop so it can get repaired. The screen on it was flickering, and it's been doing that for like a year now. But it's getting to the point where I'm like, hey, let's get fixed. So that's what we're doing. I was eating lunch with my roommate, my best friend. Comes to Chick-fil-A for driving me. All right, so let's see. What are we doing? So I still need to get used to the whole Game Maker Studio 2.3 nonsense. Why can I not open this? There we go. Stream overlay, come on. Boop, boop. There you go. What's up, everybody? Song request is working today. If you would like to cue a song, it's !SR and then the name of the song. Preferably, we should do a link, but you could also just type in like a Google search. And it will try its best to find the song that you have requested. Help me. You guys hear me all right? I'm gonna test the audio one more time. It looks like the mic is doing a-okay. Communication output is great. We are good to go, so to say. All right. So we need to figure out what we're doing today, because I really don't know. We got a lot we can do. I move that so that lines up. Boop. Oh, you know what? Let me plop in Twerpy Tunes as a thing in OBS. Let's see. In the Minecraft one, we had Discord. Here we go. Right here, and then see. Oh, there's the link. Can I copy that over into Game Maker Studio? Just paste that right in there. Oh, there we go. Alright, now we know what song's playing. Let's go to stream overlay. It needs to be moved over just a hair, though. I said just a hair! Oh. Perfectionist in me. Alright. What are we coding today? I'm looking through the Trello. We could do map editor stuff. Tutorial. I think it's been a while since I worked on the project. I think we should just start going over bugs. So, miscellaneous things, whatnot. So I'm gonna go to the master branch. I'm gonna open up show and explore. We're gonna branch it out. New branch. Bugs. Alright. So the first bug that I have, I'm gonna look at my phone for this, because I don't want to move my Discord on my main PC. the first bug on the list. When you start an ambush match on the map of the last safe haven, it spawns you inside the ground of the map. Let us see what that error is about. First, we need to start it up just to see it. Okay. Oh, it is winter time. Alright, so they said if we go into single player... Oh, I need to switch to the testing version. Oh, there we go. If we go into single player and we go to ambush, and then they said the map, the last safe haven. The last safe haven. We do spawn in a wall. Okay, so I wonder then... Oops, I shouldn't have closed it. Let me reopen it real quick. I wonder then if... I wonder then if the... If there was an error in the code, or if the spawn point of that map just doesn't exist anymore. So let's open up the map again, but we'll do it in the map editor. So let's go to map editor, open. What is this? What is this button? I've never seen this button before. Someone just slapped it together real quick. I mean, to be fair, I slapped that button together real quick as well. Alright, so we're gonna go to editor files, ambush, the last safe haven. Alright, so here's the map. It's beautiful. Good job, LG, for designing this map. Alright, so theoretically we should be able to go to spawn points, I believe. Or is it objectives? This is race, yes, it's gotta be spawn points. At portal spawn point. So there's... Yeah, so there's some kind of spawn point here. Ambush. So if I copy it, it's an ambush facing left, player spawn. So this is telling me that that it is there. And these are enemy spawns. This just goes really high. For the sake of making sure there's no gaps, we're gonna close that off there. We'll go ahead and save it back. Okay. So this is telling us here that it does indeed work. And so if I close this now and I go, let me switch the OBS back. Yeah, okay. So now if I go find this, oh god, it's gonna be hard to find. Okay, what am I looking for? It's the map file, so it'd be under included files. Right. Included files. Where even is that? You're gonna have to be patient with me because a lot of these things are reordered and different from this update. So the timeline tells that sprite sounds, shadows, sequences, scripts, rooms, path, objects, notes. extensions, fonts. Where is included files? Help. Like, where even is? Because there's usually like a game options. Where do you find game options now? Included files, that's what we need. Okay, so Connect 2 is not just limited to file assets. Okay, so it's this menu, included files. Okay. Dash files, credits, team contributions. So we don't need credits. We don't need Discord SDK. Last safe haven. Alright, can I open Explorer? Here we go. Maps, last safe haven. Oh, ambush, the last safe haven. Okay. So theoretically, there should be a spawn region. Type 3. Okay. The GMV1 var is 1 for 2 of them, so I guess those are the enemy spawns. And this one, it must be the player spawn. So, theoretically, from my small understanding, this is working. It's in there, it's in the file. I just need to figure out why it doesn't spawn there. So in that case, we need to go to the load room script. So that would be load map data. Anyway, so there's a specific script in here that deals with spawning the player. First, let's see if it loads the spawn regions. There's no need for all this space, don't know why it exists. Okay. So this one's looking for ID. And nothing else, it doesn't matter. So it's going to load in every spawn region no matter what ID it has. Okay. And then this next script, create room, get spawn ID. Why isn't it loading when I middle clicked it? Hold on. Hold on. Text editor. Let's see if that works. Ah, it does work. Okay. Okay. So we have create room, get spawn room ID. So this is gonna look through the game mode and the GVAR. But isn't game mode 1 race? Let me look at some real quick. If I go back to included files and I look at one of the race maps, discovered bound. Spawn region type equals 2. let's just look at the code as it executes right here. I'm not going to show the game, I'm just going to show the code being executed. Okay. So I'm going
Noras at JStorm3 was temp banned for spamming.
What? What did temp ban you? Okay. I'm going to have to look at that temp ban code. Let me see if I can untemp ban you. Hi Jason. It's good to see you again. I know. I've never tested the temp ban system that I coded for Twitch yet. So give me a second to untemp ban you. Switch chatbot users. See JStorm. I'm just curious, what does the file say? Alright. Try sending a message now. I just deleted the file. The file that had like your temp ban info in it. No, still, yeah.
Noras at JStorm, KK.
Yay! Alright, anyways, the last safe havens start. Alright, so what is the game mode, by the way? Okay, so it's loading all of the spawn regions here. And now, game mode is 1, so that's good. G mode is 1, so it should pick 1. Wait, what is GVAR? GVAR is 0.
Noras at JStorm, am I the only one talking?
At the moment, yeah. Okay, so it didn't pick that one. Didn't pick that one.
Noras at JStorm, oh okay.
Let's see. Well, I would like to check then what variables exist. So locals, so game mode, GVAR. Spawn region is the one I want, which would be in instances. I think. Spawn regions. So this one's checking for 7 to be 2. And for 6 to be the same as GVAR, which is 0. So this one matches that, but not this. What is 7? Why is it 1, 2, 3? Is this the game mode? What are these? Okay, well the 7 on this one is also 3. 7 on this one is also 3. So I think we've mixed something up here. I'm thinking 3 was supposed to be ambush. I need somewhere that tells me what game mode is what. Alright.
Noras at JStorm, like the song.
Yeah. Alright, so let's look at the map editor. This would be room editor. So whenever the room editor is... Oh god, okay.
Noras at Slasher Muab, spies and Aaron.
Oh, I'm getting spied on. Who's Slasher Me? Welcome, Slasher Me, welcome. So, what determines the spawn region is what I need to know. Which that would be in...
Noras at J's Storm, spies on slash.
Any place, right? So it's under place here, under place. Oh, good.
Noras at slasher Muab, how dare you sigh on THFCing spy.
Okay. So we want to get to spawn regions.
Noras at J's Storm, no I am.
So we got this spawn region, right? Okay, here we go. Ah, okay. So here's what we're wanting to know. The information. 0 is default. 1 is a normal map, but I don't see how that's different than default, but we're gonna assume 1 is just like your normal map. Overworld. 2 is your race, 3 is your ambush. This is what we needed. Type 0. So that's whenever we save a map, what type is that? Well, let's go back up to here when we're loading spawn regions. Type is 7. So if we're loading in ambush, 1 is a normal map, so this is already incorrect. This should be 2. And let's mark this with a comment. Race default / normal map case 1. Okay. 8 is which type? Type of spawn point. Okay, so clear. Okay. So in this case, controls various other things. Alright, so whenever we are switching...
Noras at J's Storm.
So whenever we are switching... Wait, hold on. Let's go back to included files. Oh god, where am I? Oh wait, no, I just need to pull it up in here. Maps, ambush, last save view. So 8. Oh wait, no, I'm dumb. Domains. We need to go over here. 8 is GMV1. So then why... Oh. So then why is this one looking for 6? 6 is layer. Oh, okay, so GMVAR1 looks at the layer. 6 is the layer. Can have multiple races depending on layer. Okay, so that's fine. We know why that is now. Now we need to make sure that when saving or when placing these things, let's open up the game. Whenever you place these things, what does the game mode var get set to? Oops, that is options. We need to go into single player, map editor. Okay, so if we technically go into spawn point, by default this shouldn't be anything. Spawn type normal, race, ambush. Okay, so that is interesting. So there's a default, there is a normal. Okay, that makes more sense. The default one is just the fail-safe spawn point. So we got normal, we have race, we have ambush. And let's do a enemy spawn right here as well. So now if we save this as a test.mim, and then we go over and edit it. You guys can't see this, but I'm gonna take a look at it real quick. So be maps test. Nope, it'd be in map editor. Oh. Test. There it is. Alright, block or no, spawn regions. So the first one I placed was
Nora said Jay's Storm, what are channel points?
I have no idea. It's a Twitch thing. So the type 01 had GVAR 0, okay. Type 1, GM0, makes sense. But a type 2 that was GM0. But a type 3 that's GM0, and a type 3 that was GM1. Okay. So they do save correctly. So then, last test is the map editor that I previously saved for ambush, the last save even. Is the spawn point type 3? It is. Okay. So theoretically, if everything is working good, we should spawn in the correct spot. If you guys are liking this content, feel free to subscribe and follow. Alright. Should be popping it open.
Nora said Jay's Storm, my ears.
I'm sorry. I won't ever hurt your ears ever again. Okay, we're gonna single player. Ambush, the last safe haven. And it did not work. Big shock. Alright, well we're gonna have to test it. Why did it not work? I think it's because whenever you select to hit ambush on the menu, it doesn't actually select the right game mode, because we did just change the game mode. So let's go to object main menu. Oh god. So Mr. Object main menu, whenever you click on race, it's load map. We don't want room intro. Race menu 2. So this is race menu, so this should be 2. And this is ambush menu, so this should be 3. That is too deep of a purple. Let's go to our preferences. Text editors. Global variables. Let's tone down that color just a bit here. So it still looks purple. That still looks pretty dark. At least I can read it now. Alright, let's see if this works, lads. How exciting!
Nora said Jay's Storm, do you think Flash could run this game?
Do you think Flash could run this game? No. Oh shoot, I just realized the text goes behind the
Noras at
donation goal.
JStorm, Flash player.
No. Especially since Flash player is getting deprecated. Let's see. Ambush the last safe haven. Go! I'm definitely not in the correct location. Nor did ambush start. Alright. Well, let's take a look at what happened. So we want a load map data. I'm gonna stop about right there.
Noras at JStorm, well IGTG I gotta clean.
See ya, JStorm! Alright, let's take a look at what the issue could be. So at this point in the code, we have spawn points. We know that 7 is the game mode, so 7 should be 3. And this one, 8, should be either 0 or 1. 1 meaning it's an enemy spawn point. And 2, or 0, meaning it's a player spawn point. So right now, game mode is, is still 2. Why is it loading it as a race? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no. Ooh. Come on, Game Maker, don't be like this to me. Alright, anyways. Load map data. But we actually need main menu. Okay. Ambush menu 2. Global.game mode equals 3. Okay. Is there any spot else that says global to game mode? So this one's the race menu. And the ambush menu. Oh goodness. When you click the ambush menu, it takes you to race menu. That would be the reason that that doesn't work. Alright. Hey, so the single player, ambush, the last safe haven. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, well. There was something funky when I was testing this before, and I guess that must have been it. There just isn't an ambush menu too. Well, it needs to be a copy of race menu too, basically. For now, anyways. Ambush menu 2. And if there's anything else that says race in here. I think we're good. Oh gosh, you guys couldn't see anything. You guys gotta talk to me. I have to switch back and forth on my OBS, and I'm not exactly the best at it when I'm focusing. So if you ever see it blank like this, let me know. We're starting up the project now. So single player, ambush, last safe haven. Go. Ha ha ha! We have successfully fixed a thing. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna save that. Fixed game modes to match. Let's see, so fixed game modes. Okay, I need to post this real quick and change log. What's going on? Let's go now. We just begun. Okay. This is just not working anymore. There's okay. Hey dude, are you coding? Yes. I am coding, son Merlot. There's currently a bug in my bugs system. Apparently, it's just not working anymore. I have a system that records people's bugs and I can like check them off and whatnot, but that system is in itself bugged. Cause I just finished doing a bug. I tried to hit check mark it and it did absolutely nothing. So now we're going in real quick. We're gonna try to figure this out. So
Nora said Merlot, damn.
Yeah, right? I'm gonna switch my overlay here so that you guys can see what I'm dealing with. So it should be a bug section. Yeah, bugs. Test. So it should be dev bugs, right? So if I go over to Project Amaranth, go into bugs. This one should be dev bugs. But we need reactions, right? We need reactions. Oh! Dev bugs was not added to this one. Dev bugs. Well, there we go. There's our reason. Okay, we good. Let's go back to Project Amaranth. I'm gonna upload this thing real quick. This is the Amaranth bot. Okay, uploaded. Let's reset the spot. I should be able to close off everything. What you say? All that you meant well, of course you did. What you say? Hey, it works. I'm happy. Alright, so the next bug. When playing with metal on the map editor, you cannot use his main attack, F. Why would that be? Okay. Let's give this a test first. Let's pop open Project Amaranth. Sorry, I'm like in the busy kind of closing a bunch of other stuff I had to open. Okay, let's open up Project Amaranth in our current build. It's popping open. Give it some time. Merlo, what you up to? So if you go into single player, they say, and you go into map editor, you can't use metals. F move. Well, that seems to be a lie. Okay. So I'm gonna go back over to bugs. As metal and he attacked. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the next bug then. I want to tell you a story while you were coding. So one day when FME was streaming, I think, why don't I make some pixel art for his game, Adventures in the Platinum, and he showed it off on stream, and his reaction is gold. That is awesome. I'm gonna look at the next bug. Shooting a boomerang when switching elements prevents the boomerang from despawning. I think this is more of a one for Twisted to do. As fire, when you are wall sliding and press the primary attack. Your character is forced into a strange state the player is stuck in. Aerial animation and cannot attack at all until you leave the room or die. Should I do that one? Let's do it. That one's been in the game for a while, and I don't see it getting solved anytime soon, so. He's referring to fire. If you are near a wall, then you like do an attack on the wall, you enter this like state where it's like I'm constantly sliding on the ground, creating all these like effects. It's a very weird state. So let's go through it. Let's figure out why that's happening. Hey Merlo, you can do all of the elements now, not just fire. Have fun with that. Alright. Let's close our workspace. Stop the game, stop everything, close our workspace. So we need to look for object player. Pop him in here. So what happens when you press the F key? So that would be in primary attack.
Nora said Merlo, thanks Blue Robot Rikaru. Very cool.
Yeah, so instead of do fire, do like exclamation point water or something. Try it out. Unless you just want to stay fire. What is going on here? I'd stay as fire now. Okay.
Nora said Merlo, ID stay as fire now.
Wait. What am I looking at? So when I open this up, Jake animation code stuff. I love that. That's the region. Okay. Here. I'm questioning why is release key bounded like that? Anyways, so we were wanting to look for what is this region hold key and why is it not like bounded to a region? I'm very confused. I'm guessing it's this region that's binding, but anyways, so pressing attack. God, it's so messy with having I just want it to be regions. Hold on, can I go back to, is there a preference for now, we'll go into room editor. Is there an object editor? We use all colors. Show, like there's no color, auto. Yeah. Wait, okay. I was looking to see if there was a way to turn off this, because that's kind of annoying. I mean, it would have been great if that was in the code before, but we started doing everything with regions, so regions kind of encompass everything we want. But now every if statement encompasses things.
Nora so said Merlo.
It's a great feature, but we've already got a project where we don't need it. At least everywhere. Whatever. Alright, what am I looking at here? So we want to go to fire. If mana is 0 and max... Oh, if mana is equal to max mana, switch to a startup animation. Animation override is true, and animation attack is 1. Whatever these things are, part of probably the jank animation code, is my guess. Players were one of the first things we coded in the game, and I remember them being very jank. And so I am not surprised.
Nora said Merlot, the stream froze.
Stream froze? The Steam froze. Are you sure about that? I like how one of these has a semicolon and not the other. Okay, so animation override is true, and attack animation is 1. So A type is set to 1, which just... Basically, if we're not overriding the animation, set it. I guess that makes sense. Alright, so then here's the question. What does attack override do? Or animation override, I should say. We want the search results. Give me the results. We have all spots where it equals to true. We need like if statements. Or is it equal to false? Yeah, where is it equal to false at? That's what it... This is the only spot it equals to false? It's not like a jank other variant of this. This is the only time it ever gets set to false. I'm very confused. Hold on. No. It equals false in other spots. So just being dumb. So these locations we got right here. So whenever you're fire and your animation frame is greater than, so basically you reach the end of your animation. It's under jank animation code stuff. So if you're fire, animation frame is greater than, so pretty much all the time. Any time that you're doing an attack, this really should be... Oh, I see. Only if attack is 1, which makes sense. Okay. Let's add a little note here. Attack 1 is the fireball. Case element dot fire. Region fire. If I get rid of region here, does this have a thing anyways? No, it doesn't. Okay. Anyways, so this is where it sets to false, and this is where you would expect it to set to false. However, I think if we wall jump, something else happens. Wall jumping. Apparently, wall jumping no longer exists. Alright. So this must just be really old wall jump code that we don't need anymore. Let's just get rid of it. We don't need it. Wall jumping. Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's just pretend we're on the left wall. Okay, we've jumped off the left wall. There seems to be no issue here. Or at least anything that would relate to... What? There's nothing in here related to... Oh, is it wall sliding then? Got another big glob of code still keeping around for some reason. Okay. So this is like your wall
Nora
sliding.
said Iwaswo, H.
Iwaswo? What's happening, Iwaswo? Ibu is Ibu. What's up? So there's nothing in here that even relates to animation setting. Alright, I'm gonna go test something really quick. So I need to know what precisely is causing the glitch. Because now that I'm looking at the jank animation code, it actually does make sense.
Nora said Iwaswo, I am just here.
You were just here. So let's look at the map editor. We'll place in... just for even more clarification, we got handy dandy wall. So let's spawn ourselves in as fire. So just by default, he plays the animation, right? Oh god! By default, he plays the animation. It's not a very long animation, and I think there's probably more frames that need to be in it. But the whole point is that he plays the animation. Plays the animation, doesn't enter a weird state. It doesn't enter a weird state when I fall either. And look, and even though I'm jumping, he switches to the animation state. Anyway, so we're jumping, but then he switches to the animation, and then he goes back to being normal. You can see that, right? So now if I go up to the wall, do it before I hit the wall, he entered a sliding animation. So something is entering sliding animation forcefully. That is the issue that is going on. I see the issue. So we need to figure out why it's not looking at this animation override for that animation. In fact, you shouldn't be wall sliding if you have an attack animation going on. That should be a general rule. I think this is originating from parent player, because I'm seeing collision is wall sliding, which is a parent player variable. Oh, bollocks. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if we go into step and we look for wall sliding, doesn't seem to be here. What about begin step? More jump code. Okay. Where is this collision code? I know it's no, not parent player. Parent entity. My bad. Whatever, just seeing what I want. Alright, speed cap, wall collisions. Probably in wall collisions. This is not just horizontal collisions, this is all collisions. Alright, so if there's a wall collision and you have a horizontal collision, is wall sliding? We want to know where is wall sliding is happening. I guess we should probably just look for this code instead of bumbling around. Wait, first of all, God, there's everything on my screen. Get it off my screen. Alright. We were saying earlier that everything should have a animation override variable. So in that case, is there an animation override? There is an animation override already. Yes. Okay. In that case, oop, getting a message. Sorry, I have to take this. Assuming it's from. No, it's from Mako. Never mind. Assuming. So what are we assuming here? I lost my train of thought. Okay. So where is this being set to true at? Parent entity, right here. Ah! Animation type is equal to wall sliding. If animation override. In fact, this should be right here. Boolean, integer check, collision check. Efficient, beautiful. I think it's gonna fix our problem. Alright, so map editor. So now if I do this, he does his attack, even though he's hitting the wall. Yo, that's a one way to climb a wall. Interesting. Okay, oh, man. So you can just like, whoop! Yo, you can just climb walls! So, what's going on there is if I just do it normally, he flies off. But if I push against the wall, he stays against the wall. And that's because of the, I guess that's because of the... I'm guessing that's because of the wall stickiness. Okay, let me try, oh, no, that's not just because of wall stickiness. There's something with it. It must be because of wall stickiness. This is a glitch, and we have to fix this eventually. Okay, well, here's what I'll do. This is a bug, and I fixed it. We're gonna save. We're gonna say, hey, fixed wall sliding overriding attack animations. And let's put a little bit more clear description. Let me switch the screen so you guys can look at absolutely nothing while I do this. Bugs. Fix issue where wall sliding will override attack animations. You can no longer wall slide if in an attack that overrides other animations. this issue fixed a long-standing bug with fire where he would enter a strange state after doing his F move. Okay, push that, baby. Then we're gonna go to Project Amaranth. Mark this bug as done. Diff bugs bomb. Okay. And I'm gonna put in a new bug. Fire and climb walls by spamming F move and holding left slash right into the wall. This may be by an issue of players.
Amaranth said, posted by Aaron. Fire can climb walls by spamming F move and holding left slash right into the wall.
Okay.
This may be caused by an issue of the player sticking to the wall. Use a thumbs up if you.
The player now goes into wall slide state when or during a dash, apparently. Let's try that one out. In the meantime, what are these other bugs? The change of momentum now make it far more difficult to make precise jumps, results in tiny, not harnessing nearly impossible to land on. Seriously. Okay. So he's saying if I have a wall and then I dash into it. Oops. This is not true. Although I will say the amount of time that you stick to the wall is too much. Okay, let's see what else it says. In addition, the player will also retain the dashing state during and after wall sliding. Player now goes into the sliding. I see, someone had already fixed that. Okay. Well, regardless, there was something I wanted to change, which was whenever you wall dash or dash into a wall, the Maybe dash into a wall. Do a certain number of frames until gosh dang. Is it right here? Animation wall sliding.
What did they expect? This.
Ooh, jellyfish jam. Alright. There's something that determines how long the player stays in the air. Or at least attached to the wall. Even in a dash state. Wall collisions probably is what we want. If you collide with a wall on the right or the left, if dashing, is that what it's called? It's flight. If flight, sticking timer. Let's just set it to like 5 frames. Anyways, I think that'll be fine. The changes are meant to make it hard to develop to make precise jumps. This results in tiny platforms being nearly impossible to land on purposefully. Let's see how true that is. Well, first things first, we will test the change I just made. So theoretically, if I run into this wall, I should be able to like move away from it via air momentum, and I can't really do that. Oh, that's because I removed... Wait, hold on. No, it's just because momentum while in a dash state is just way too small. So like even if I were to go straight up, I can't really get away from this wall. But if I go straight up here, I very clearly have a... well, when I'm facing right, I can go backwards, but... Ooh. So if I do it on the right side, I can kind of move away from it? No? Let's test something. Let's get it a bigger map, because this is bugging me. Alright, so if we extendo this, something like that. So now if I dash onto the right of this, and yeah, you can clearly see I'm moving to the right. It's just that when you're in a dash state, you can't really change your trajectory that much by air control. You can do it a little bit, but not a whole lot. I wonder if we should give a little bit more air control. So like if I jump normally, I can just do this. Anyways, so if I do this, yeah, you can see I still got air control. Here's my question though. How far down could I go before I don't wall jump anywhere? Okay, so you have to literally be holding left. And I think that's true even, yeah. Even if you're just sliding down because of a stick. Oh, interesting. Wait a second, I thought Yeah, yeah, look at it. Okay, good. It still does work. So even if... okay. Okay, so it's like if you start holding right before you hit the wall. If you start holding right before you hit the wall, like right, he just taps the wall. But if you're holding left when you hit the wall, or if you're holding neutral too, it doesn't collide either. But if you're holding left, then you stick to it. And you're forced to stick for a little bit. Like even if you go, I don't know. If you go neutral, you fall. If you go to the right though, you stick. Well, that's kind of a bug, right? Like if I hold neutral, why does he fall? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, well that is a bug. So two things I want to change. First, we'll fix that bug. So let's go back into here. Sticking timer. Let's see where all that is used. What? What is sticking direct? I would think sticking direction, but... Let's change that to sticking enabled. That doesn't make any sense that it's sticking direct. Oh, it is sticking direction. No, I still think sticking enabled being 1 and 2 is good. Because then I could say, hey, is sticking direction equal to true? Well, it's true if it's left, it's true if it's right. There's just a small difference if you look at specifically 1 or 2. It still makes sense. Okay. Anyways. What is this? Alright. Collision enable. Sticking enabled should be true. If collision check on right, sticking enabled is right. If it's on left, just make it 1. No need to have a second check here. Let's just do else. It doesn't make sense to have a thing there. Alright. Looks a little bit cleaner. This is sticking to walls, setting dash. Okay. So what are we doing? So if you're sticking to a wall, if sticking enabled, so basically if sticking enabled, stop sticking after a while. But there's got to be another spot, like if sticking is enabled, so if you're holding right and you're not in flight, but you are on the ground, Oh, but you are in flight. Heh. Alright, I'm a little confused. If you can't move and you're holding right, if sticking is not 1, I see, so this is just, hey, don't move away from the wall. So this is fine. This is fine. This works. Basically, don't move away from the wall if you're in a dash state and you're falling. I'm gonna say the air excel is gonna be divided by 4 instead of 10. That should give you much more control of your dash when you're in the air. Doubling it almost. A little bit more than double. Anyways, we're looking for the wall animation stuff. So that was in here last time we checked. Wall sliding animation, yep. Out of curiosity, why do we switch it like this? Why don't we do a set or animation set? Like what? I don't understand why this is just animation type wall sliding. There must be something in each of the objects that is like, ah, if I'm wall sliding. If animation type does not equal anim sliding. So if it's not wall sliding, set it to wall sliding, but also set the... You know what? This really doesn't matter. Just leave it the way it is, Aaron. Stop worrying over it. Stick to that wall, boy! Alright, so collision wall is enabled in place meeting. And there's not a wall on the ground, basically. I see, but this code only runs... This code only runs if you're against the wall. But why does it only run... Why does it also run if you're holding right? But not neutral. This is the question, right? So, got the wall. And then the player hits it, and I'm holding left. So it makes sense that next frame it's going to try to move into the wall, and thus say, hey, there's a wall collision, keep sliding. If I'm holding neutral, yeah, it makes sense that this code would just stop, because I am no longer pushing it. I'm no longer colliding, so the code's like, okay, no collision. But why is it when I hold right, you would think, hey, right, it's moving away, there's no wall collision. Thus, it'd be the same as neutral. What is holding right on the wall? Why does that prevent Why does that prevent it? Okay, well, we have found something else. We have a wall sliding frames is equal to 20. Well, where was this whole, like, flight? If flight. That's sticking timer. Well, then what is this? What is wall sliding versus wall sticking? Sticking is the actual force of it sticking against it, right? Wall sliding. So there's a difference between sticking is when you're flying. Sliding is when you are not flying. Who coded this? What? Why is it in a switch statement of all things? This must be some leftover code somewhere. What? It's the jankiest. Okay, if you're wall sliding, if you're not wall sliding, your wall sliding timer is 0 and your direction is 0. That makes sense. If you're wall sliding, and wall sliding timer is 0, your wall sliding direction equals sine h speed. H speed equals wall sliding direction. Set speed to min if needed. So if you're wall sliding, and wall slide timer, whatever that be, is 0, then we set the h speed to the wall slide direction, which is either +1 or -1. So that's what's forcing it to go into the wall, even if you're holding right. So it's like, hey, my h speed was left, but I'm about to head right. Nah, it's okay, just keep hitting left. That's what's forcing it into the wall to keep wall sliding. So that next frame collision is wall sliding, makes it true. But why is it when you don't hold anything? I guess we're about to find out. So, you. Gross. Alright. You. Alright. So, wall sliding direction. Where is that? Give it to me. So I guess 1 is right and -1 is left. I guess that makes sense. So if the wall sliding direction is right, then if I'm holding right, DT used right is true. Wall slide timer equals wall sliding frames. Okay, so what this is saying is, hey, as long as I am on the right and I'm holding right, no. As long as it's greater than 0 and wall sliding timer is going on, my h speed should be 1. This should be working then, huh? Huh? If I'm wall sliding, which I'm going to assume is true at this moment, and timer is not 0, I'm assuming that is also true. So in this case, Wall sliding is greater than 0. That is true. Wall sliding direction, we're going to assume is 1. So I'm pushing against the right wall. So either I'm holding right, which resets my timer, which makes sense, right? Like, you can just keep on holding right and slide infinitely, but if I, like, let go, I should fall off. So if I'm sticking there, it should be setting my speed to 1, because it's just sticking to it. The same is true about left. Some of these have semicolons, other things don't. I'm just removing semicolons. Get rid of them. I don't know. We don't need them. Get here. You only need semicolons in my eyes if there's multiple statements on a single line. Anyways. So why is holding neutral bad? My guess then is that collision wall sliding is enabled is false. Let's do a debug variable. False, and it's collision wall sliding. Okay. Makes sense, it's 0 right now. So if I create a wall, put the player on it, and let's set the room speed to like 2. So I'm jumping, I'm gonna start moving towards the wall. As soon as I collide with the wall, it should be 1. You guys can't see it, but it is 1, 1, 1, 1. I'm holding left. Now I'm going to hold right and let go left. It is still 1. If I let go of everything, it's immediately 0. Okay. Alright. Let's see it again. If I hold left, I start wall sliding. If I hold 0, it cancels. What's the F key that spawns? Anyways, I swear there was an F key that got a menu open for whatever. Why? Why? Okay. So in here, if H speed is not 0, so theoretically at this point, it should always be, if we're colliding on the left wall, it should always be positive, it should always be -1. So it's -1, and thus there's a collision with the wall on the left. Right. So this is true. Blah 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 blah. Okay, it's not a slant. So since it's not a slant, thus in our knockback status is not heavy knockback. Thus, if we're currently wall sliding. No, wait. Hey, where's my search result? No. Why is collision wall slide? Wait. Hey. I am messing something up. What variable am I looking for? Is wall sliding. Okay. Right there. So, okay. So if you're allowed to wall slide, and you're not overriding inertia, and your gravity is normal, and you're not touching the ground, basically. Then you're wall sliding. So I think this is working. I do want to note that the HP does get set to 0. But anyways, if we come back to here, that's why. Maybe. Wall sliding timer is 0. It's only 0 one time. So basically, as soon as you collide, and you know this is true, you immediately have a I'm sticking to a wall. So then your speed gets set to that direction. So in our case, I'm colliding with the left wall. On your monitor, it's the right. So I'm colliding with the right wall. Right, this is the player. The player is hitting the right side of the player against the wall. So then it's saying, hey, wall slide direction is 1. Because 1 is positive X. Positive X. So if wall slide direction is 1, wall slide timer is 20 frames. Next frame, it'll go, okay. Well, if wall slide direction is 1, which is right, speed should be 1, no matter what. For some reason, holding neutral is causing that not to happen. So if I'm holding right or left, right, so this is right. Hey, wait, this is left. Here it is. What? Dude, the regions are really confusing me now. We're gonna do right. Left, and then get rid of the regions. Right, left, okay. So if you hold right, see, here's what I'm confused about. Why isn't there a little plus sign here? Anyways, if we hold right and we hold left, but if we don't hold anything, this was the old air friction. We don't need that anymore. Wait. Wait, if on ground have air friction? There's something messed up about this. Wait. very confused. So if on the ground, and we're just gonna do hashtag ground friction right there. So isn't there a plus sign now right here? I'm so gosh dang confused. Oh, it's because there's an error. So if on ground, do ground friction. If your speed is too low, reset your speed. I'm not sure. She's So then why? Why is it doing that? Why is it when you hold neutral? Like this can't be it, right? Because this is being either a negative one or positive one, so it's outside the range. Screen. 1 second, y'all. To just be a screen rumble. Seems to mess up. Okay. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. So where are we? We're trying to figure out why, when you hold neutral when you're wall sliding, that it unsticks you from the wall. There's got to be a reason for it. Let's do a debug variable h speed right here. I want to see what the h speed is right as it's hitting this. Because if it's 0 or one of these values, then we know we've got the problem. If not, then the problem's somewhere else. Alright, so says HP is 0. It's not even showing H speed.
I've lived a life that's full.
There we go.
I've traveled each and every highway.
Alright.
But more,
This variable didn't.
much more than this, I did it my
Okay, if I just do it right there, I think it'll be fine.
regrets. I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exception.
Okay.
I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more,
Yeah, okay.
much more than this.
And it's showing the speed now. Awesome.
Did it my way. Yes, there were times I
Okay, so as soon as it touches the wall, it should be negative 1.
bit off.
Oh, it is 0.
Could you? But through it all, when there was doubt,
I suppose that's true.
it up and spit it
Okay.
the record shows I took the blows
Event.
and did it my way.
I guess that's true. So it's fine that it's 0 because we've already determined at that point that there is in fact a wall collision. Is wall sliding. Let's test if it's wall sliding at that point as well. Whew. Bug testing, y'all. Exciting day, isn't it? Hero, hero. Hero, hero. Hero, hero. I wanna be a hero. So now we're testing H speed and the fact that the collision of the wall is enabled right there. Okay. Yes, that is what I expected. Now if I hold left and then I hold right, it's still the same thing. Okay, well that really didn't tell me much other than the problem isn't really right here. Let me OBS it. There we go. What's the H speed? I guess that doesn't matter. It should be 0 technically. Let's do wall sliding direction. Is wall sliding would be 0, 1, and this will be negative 1, 0, 1. Hero. Hero.
Nora said PAWL. Hello good sir.
Hello, Beowulf. It's good to see you. Okay. I'm watching the variables right now. Yeah. Theoretically, we should see negative 1 for the direction. 1 and negative 1, yep. I see. So if I do it again, sliding, hold the opposite, neither one changes. If I let go, it stops wall sliding and then sets the direction back to 0. So it has nothing to do with any of this stuff. I guess I should have tested the timer as well, so put that in there just for the sake of it. What's going up in Beowulf Land?
Nora said PAWL, I like the background of the stream, very tidy.
Hey, well thank yous.
Nora said PAWL, just chilling today.
Gotcha. Alright, so let's change the room speed back down to like 4. Collide with the wall, and I'm gonna watch the timer. Timer is at 0, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 19, 18, start slowing. It should be detaching now. Yep, makes sense. Alright, let's reattach. It's at 20. If I let go, it resets at the same time that direction resets. So there's something else forcing collision is wall sliding to become false. What is that happening? Parent entity create, that's where it initially does it. It sets it to false by default if nothing's happening. So then setting it to true but the reason it's always being set to true is because in here it should always be pushing against it. So let's go back down to here and we'll do an H speed as the last one. Something else is setting the H speed somewhere between here and event inherited. Is setting the H speed to 0? Let's find out. Yeah. Alright, let's see it in slow motion. So I'm colliding with the wall. I've got a decent H speed of -5, -6, -7, and -1. So now if I hold right, it's still -1. If I release neutral, it zeroes out everything. What is causing that? It goes 19 and then 0. There's gotta be something causing this. I shouldn't be unwall sliding like that. It's just not possible. So again, it isn't this H, whatever I just tested. Where am I? It's not this. It's not H speed. The last test I really should be doing is this. I need to test the H speed as soon as the event is inherited.
Nora said PAWL, what are you trying to do, man?
So, whenever the player collides with the wall, he should stick to it. He should stick to it for 20 frames. That way you don't fall off of it when you're trying to wall jump. So you stick to it, you have 20 frames to do a wall jump. Otherwise your character will just kind of slide off. If you hold left into the wall, you slide. If you hold left into the wall and then hold right afterwards, you still slide. But if you hold left and then you hold neutral, you fall. You should, if you hold neutral, you should still just stick on it. No matter what, if you hold left into a wall, you should stick. There shouldn't be any way to get off of that wall unless it is wall jump or like a dash right. That's what we're doing. Now I'm trying to figure out why this bug.
Nora said Jay's Storm. Oi.
Why? Alright. So here's what I mean. I hold left. Oh wait.
Nora said Jay's
hold
Storm.
left, I slide.
What's up?
I hold left and then hold right. I still slide. Right, I stick to it for a bit. But if I hold left and I hold neutral, I fall. Room properties. Wait. Room properties. Time. 2. Okay. Properties. Speed 2. Okay. So this is kind of our final test here. If this isn't the problem, I don't know what is. So if I let go... No, it's not the problem. There is something else going wrong. I'm gonna go up. Wait.
Nora said Jay's Storm. Trying to fix glitches?
Yeah, bugs. Debugger. So what this has told me is that all of these are not the issue. Or at least they're the correct values before the collision happens. The only thing that changed was the timer went down by 1, which it's a timer, it's supposed to go down by 1. That's fine. So if you're holding neutral... Okay, hold on. Let's go back. So all these variables, we're going into event created. Oops. We're going... Event inherited, not event created. We're going into here, parent entity, with all of this in mind. Speed is a clamp of speed cap, whatever. Vine, well, we don't have vine attached, so it doesn't matter. Heh. This annoys me. Weird. Okay. Very weird. Okay, well, anyways, we're not attached to a vine, so it doesn't matter. Apparently fire step happens here, which doesn't really do anything. So wall collisions. Yes, I am colliding with a wall. At this point, my H speed is -1. We proved it. So H speed is not negative, or is not 0. Thus, we're gonna check here. Yeah, there's a wall to the left for sure. Is the wall impassable? Yeah. We know there's not a slant. Knockback status is not 5. Yes, we have walls collision labeled. Animation override, that's not true. We have positive gravity. And the place meeting x, y plus 1 minus 2 with a wall. There is no wall below us. Thus, it should still be wall setting. Alright. Alright, it's time to get out the red dot. It's time to get out the red dot. Here we go. So I'm gonna do it without showing the gameplay, but you're just gonna have to trust me.
Noras at Jay's Storm. Well, I am a head out. I was just checking on you.
Okay, bye. Oh gosh. Okay, so this code is already running. We don't need to be running. Play. Okay. We're gonna do the map editor. I'm gonna put in a wall. Okay, wall is here. Now I'm gonna put a player in. We're gonna do room properties speed 2. Make this a little easier on my life. And I'm just gonna hold left into the wall. Then I'm gonna pause the game. Uh-oh. Okay. Pause. Well, I'm already falling off of the wall. Okay, let's try it again. We're gonna go high in the air. Boing, boing. Now I'm gonna hold left. I can't get it. Okay. Alright, I'm still wall setting. Good. Whew. Okay. So at this point, we need to get it to here. So at this point we can see, okay, yeah, the H speed is a little bit less than -1. Barely. Timer is 19, direction is -1, we're good. So now I move into here. Oh yeah, we're just debugging the variable, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, event inherited, this is what needs to happen. This is step, show hollow. This is step of the parent. Step of parent player, right? Okay. It's going through. X going, X going, sure. Alright, so here's parent entity. Speed is huh? Why is speed 4.254? What object are we currently looking at? What object are we currently looking at? The speed was -1. So let's look at this. Let's look at object client player. H speed is -1. V speed is 4. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so that means its speed is 4.25. That makes sense. We're good. Fire step. Collisions are enabled. Here's the important part. So with everything in mind, its speed is -1. V speed is 4 point whatever. There's a left collision. It's not going to be a slant. Slant is false. So now it's going into here. Collision wall slide is false. Wait, why is this false? Well, here we go. Here's our problem, folks. That's false for some reason. That is false for some reason. That's our issue. Why is that false? Why is this of all things false? No wonder I couldn't figure this out. Why is this false? There is something in the player's step that determines if you can wall slide. You can fly if not any of this. If you're flying, you can't do it if you're in flight. Makes sense. If you're holding right or left, if you are holding right or left, if you're holding right, this is true, true, true. This becomes false. Wait, I'm very confused. So if this is true, if this is, if C right is true, this becomes false, which makes this true. So when's it false? So it's false if both of these are false. If you're not holding right and you're not holding left, you can't wall slide. Why is this a thing? What drove me to put this piece of code in? I'm trying to think of what scenario. How about let's just add or is wall sliding. If you're currently wall sliding, then wall sliding is enabled. Simple as that. No, that doesn't make sense. I think this would make more sense to make this as an exception for the current rule here. If you're holding right or holding left and is wall sliding. Basically, we want this to be false. Because if it's true... I'm very confused. So basically, if you're holding neutral, don't wall slide. So if you're holding neutral and you're wall sliding, and not wall sliding. Okay. So let's work this out. So if I'm just holding neutral when I hit the wall initially, wall sliding is false. It is wall sliding anyways. So this becomes true. So if holding neutral, which is true, true and true, true. But if I am already sliding against the wall, C right I would say is true, which makes this whole thing false. There's gotta be a better way to do this. Instead of saying not this or that, isn't there a way? Hold on. Coding, simplify, not this or that. Like, I guess this would make more sense as this. Does that make more sense? I don't know. My brain, dude. Okay. So if it's not right, not left, and we're not wall sliding. So again, if you collide with the right, you have a right collision. Or at least you're holding right. So this is fine. So right would become true. Not colliding with the gun become true. Right, so it'd be true and then be false. So this is only true if it's neither one. So if I'm holding neutral, so that'd be true, but I'm already wall sliding. So this would be true. This would become true, false. True and false is false. Boom. Still can wall slide. We're in it, lads. I think. It's a lot of complication for wall slide if I'm neutral. Alright. What are we doing? I love taking a micro break. Coming back just to realize I don't know what I'm doing. It works, lads. Alright. Well, we fixed that bug. One of the other complaints that LG had was, hey, if there's a tiny platform, it's hard to like land on that. I disagree. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try landing on it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of air control. Why do I feel like I have... Oh no, okay, I'm fine. But yeah, I can kind of get that. It kind of does make... The character in general has a hard time landing on these. But I think that's fine. You gotta really understand your character's momentum at any given point. I think it's fine. Like I can now that I'm trying, I can consistently get up there using techniques, you know? I can follow my character's momentum. Oop, I missed that one. But you know what? With a tiny platform like that, you're gonna miss them every now and then. That's part of being a skilled player, I feel like. This is a skill-based game, right? We want things to be a little challenging. A little platform like that is hard to get on, and that makes sense. It's a tiny platform. Now, if the platform was too wide, I would expect it to be twice as easy to get on top of, right? So, I mean, easy peasy. Now it's not really too hard to get on top of it. I think it's all a matter of learning your character's momentum. Whoop. People have suggested that we use another button for dashing. And I can understand that, because like if you want to make like micro adjustments, I guess you can do that. You just can't press the same direction twice. Like if I wanted to go microly adjust it, I can understand how doing that, like having it be a button that you hold or something. What button would it be, though? I guess that's something we'd have to experiment around with. Like, maybe you have to hold control in order to do it or something. Or maybe you have to be holding space. Maybe we can just add a new control for it. That sound. Alright, well, I think that's good for today. We've been coding for 3 hours, 2.5. I think we're good, right? We will come back to this another time. Let me know in the Project Amaranth Discord, though. Do you think we should change how dashing works? Like, the activation of it? Should it be, like, you hold a certain button and you can choose that button? Like, who cares what button it is? Should it be, like, you hold a button and then if you double tap? Or should it be, like, you hold a button and then you just single tap and it dashes? I still think it should be a double tap no matter what, personally, but I want to know what you think. 3 options. 1, the default. Double tap a direction to go. 2nd, hold a button, tap once to dash. And then 3rd option, hold the button, tap a direction twice to dash. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. In the Project Amaranth Discord especially, so I want to get a conversation going. Alright. I will see you guys later. Let's see what channel there is to raid, if any. Dude, Dumdoo let's see what he's up to. Dumdoo is the guy who made my profile picture, the robot dog one. Let's see what he's up to.